to the liquor store and get a Fro 45. Fro 45 so we can get drunk. We'll be shaking the trunk. Having some fun, baby, having some fun. Dipping in the ride.
Welcome, party people, I'm so glad you're here. I want to introduce you to my new beer. It's not Budweiser or Miller Lite. It's Colt 45 and it tastes just right. Colt 45 wouldn't give me no cheddar, so I flew to St. Louis and I brewed something better. Down with the trash, got a pipped out can. The name on the side is Afro Man. When I was young, I used to drink OE. Now I brew my own beer like a real OG. I'm not just a cop, I'm a resident. I'm not just a client, I'm the president. Go to your favorite liquor store. Request that brand new beer from Fro, so you can get drunk and I can get paid. Rest in peace, Mix Master Spade.
You wanna go to the liquor store and get a Fro 45. Fro 45 so we can get drunk. We'll be shaking the trunk. Having some fun, baby, having some fun. Dipping in the ride.
Oh yeah, motherfuckers, it is about that time. It's the Fro 45. We love that Fro 45. So, yep. Oh, Fro 45. Apparently, now you know what it is, Steph?
Yes, now I know what it is. Just had to give me shit while I was on my meds.
Apparently, the hotel room, we could have fucking got it easily in the fucking vending machine.
Or in any of the rooms, probably.
Shit, we got that shit on. It's tap.
So we start heading to the guy's house to go get the amps.
Uh-huh.
Of course, all I'm thinking about is what Frosty said.
Oh, we gonna get robbed.
We're gonna get robbed. We're like, yeah, let's just see like what type of neighborhood this is. Yeah, we pulled on the street and we knew that wasn't gonna happen.
No, it was really nice houses, manicured lawns, like fucking. Let's put it this way: there was no Fro 45 in 10 miles. Okay.
Yeah. Huge house.
Very beautiful house.
Yep. Nice.
We pull up. I text the guy and I said, "Hey, we're here," and he goes, "I'm gonna be at the door in a minute. Come on up.
Come on up to the front door."
Yeah. He's got two big poodles, right?
The big tall ones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So his wife, so his wife's trying to get them put up. You know, he don't know if they're gonna freak out on us or not. Really nice gentleman. We walk into this house, beautiful fucking house, and right to the right is this huge dining room, huge fucking dining room, people.
Yes.
A big,
like formal dining room.
Big mile-long fucking Italian table full of nothing but crispy, clean PPI amps.
I walked in that room and I was smiling from one ear to the next, and I don't think that I quit giggling or smiling for like the next 10 hours.
Now, had he been a dealer at one time, or...
No.
He actually worked at a shop, and he had built several vehicles, but he actually just collected them. And he collects odd items.
Right.
He had a collection of HCCA amps that he got rid of before.
Orion HCCA, yeah.
Yeah. And he also had a collection on the wall of cell phones, old cell phones.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just a collector of interesting things. And by the way, people, they weren't hurting for money. No, he wanted this to go to somebody like us that was going to use them.
Right.
I'll put it this way. He's worked for everything he's got.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
He
runs his own business.
Yeah, he runs a commercial landscaping business. And when I mean commercial, they don't do residential. They do banks and 7-Elevens and, you know, people, big companies, you know.
Right.
And
Yep.
yeah, he told us, he goes, I got to a certain part in business, and I'm not going to say the number he was making because it was fucking nuts. And he goes,
Right.
you know, I just come into work, and I was like, we're going to downsize. You know what? Fuck you. I don't like you. Fuck you. I've never liked you. And he fired all these people. He's just like that. That's how I downsized. And he goes, I don't even feel bad for it. He's like, he goes, I just got overwhelmed. And so he still makes a shit ton of money. And
Oh, yeah.
they had their granddaughter there, which was
Yep.
she was the cutest fucking thing in the world, man. I mean, we were laughing outside. Then come to find out, me and his wife were in the same area going to college.
Yeah.
And by the way, he collects interesting stuff. He had a whole wall of clocks.
Yeah, like antique clocks, and
That's cool.
yeah, it was really cool. But you know, we checked them all out. I checked everything out, and none of the seals were broke. Everything was top notch, and
Oh, yeah.
then came the fun part of loading them all up into the car. And we made it. We got it done, but it on the way home we realized yeah, Grandma's SUV did not like going up through the mountains with all those amps in the back.
Well, way back there.
Yeah, so here's the thing, okay? Now, we've got car club members getting a hold of us right and left to make sure we're okay. Because
Yep.
our car club's like a family, you know what I'm saying? We've known
Yeah.
each other for 30 fucking something fucking years, right?
Yep.
So, Frosty keeps checking in with us, and he's like, hey guys, when you get to the next rest area or when you get fuel, will you make sure to check the transmission fluid? Because, like, the transmission was slipping a little bit, right?
Mm.
Oh, that gets interesting.
Yeah.
So we stopped at this rest area in the mountains, and, you know, we're like, hey, we need to check transmission fluid. Well, tell the fine listeners what we found out about this thing.
So we're like, was it sealed? You know, we didn't know. We could not find dipstick anywhere. So I pull out the manual and start looking through the manual. It is not a sealed transmission, but it states in this manual that there is no need. They did not give you a dipstick to check, because there's no need to check the transmission fluid, because the only way that it would be low is if there's a leak. And if there's a leak, take it to the nearest dealership.
Yeah, so how the fuck you know if there's a fucking, you know, it's burned up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So they were just too cheap to put a dipstick
Put a
in it.
dipstick in, yeah. So after we done realize this, we're like, fuck it, we're gonna rock it until it blows up.
Mm-hmm.
I drove the first 5.5 hours back.
Yep.
And that is unheard of for me to drive that long.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But I think it was pure adrenaline just from getting those amps.
Well, and
Yeah.
by the way, when we were driving, she convinced me, like I said earlier today, to go to sleep. And she switched lanes like fucking she was avoiding an elephant. And I come up, I ain't
Well, there
joking,
was some
probably
guy
2 feet.
flying up onto my ass.
2 feet up off the fucking seat of this fucking car and freaking out, going, what the fuck?
So he never did sleep.
I was scared
I
you.
think he was just too paranoid to sleep with me driving.
So, so
I
we
passed the hell out.
got pretty far. Now, hang on. Is it the Corkscrew did you drive down to Corkscrew, or we got gas?
Yeah, that's when we switched driving.
Okay. People,
Right before it was getting dark.
yeah, there was a bridge, okay? We're in the mountains. I don't know who the fuck designed this.
Strangest off-ramp ever.
They must have designed toys for Hot Wheels, okay? Because because we could see the gas station, but it was a big corkscrew. It went around and around and around, and it went down, and then
Under the highway.
under the highway, it was like a corkscrew. It's like,
It's so strange.
There's some like that in Tennessee in the mountains too.
yeah.
It has to be a mountain thing.
Yep.
Or somebody that eventually went to work for Hot Wheels. You know, like, it was just fucking weird. So, when we left the guy's house, we stopped at Texas Roadhouse to eat, right?
Mm.
Which we had a good time, you know, good food. But I got a chili to go, right?
Mm-hmm.
Didn't even think about fucking asking him for a utensil. So Stephanie was like, hey, run back into the gas station. You know, we're at the Corkscrew, by the way, people. And run back in there, and they probably got some silverware. Fuck no, they ain't got shit. So I'm like, whatever. I get in the truck, and we start driving. Now we go up the Corkscrew, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm starting to feel like this is like Tokyo Drift when they're in the parking garage and they're drifting up the
Because if you
fucking
would have
hill.
went too fast, you would have went right straight into a hotel room.
Yeah, because there's like, in the middle of this corkscrew, these two corkscrews that come off the highway and get on the highway, there's a fucking hotel right in the middle. Like, they must have stood their ground like, fuck you, you're building around us.
Yeah.
I don't
They're probably
know.
that person.
Could you imagine staying in a room and you see lights nonstop? It'd be like a strobe light, you know?
You're on like the third floor and there's lights going past your windows. What the fuck?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. So it's like, we didn't see no hookers or anything, but it looked nice, you know? But if you would have fucked up, man, you would have drove right through a room. I'm not kidding
Yeah.
you. It's that close. So we get back on the highway. We're cruising, doing our thing. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, all hell breaks loose.
Yes.
One hell of a fucking storm. And when
God, I was not driving.
I mean a hell of a storm, people, the gods were not very fucking happy.
I could not see the hood of the car.
By no fucking means. By no means were the gods fucking happy at this point. They were very, very fucking furious. And we're driving through the mountains and you can't see shit.
Right.
And it's dark.
And it's dark as fuck. Now, thank God I'm driving because, I mean, she'll tell you she couldn't do it.
Yeah, there's no way. There's no way I would have been able to drive through that.
So I'm driving through the mountains. It's like 3 hours. And I'm not talking. I'm focused on 2 lines in the road.
Yep.
She goes, did I do something wrong? Are you mad at me? And I'm like, what? What'd you say to me? You know, and
This is like half hour, 45 minutes after the rain just stopped.
yeah.
Yep.
And this is like, this goes on for a while, right?
Yeah.
And she thought she did something wrong. And I'm like, no, why? She's like, well, I feel like I did something wrong. You won't talk. And I'm like, I'm trying to fucking not kill us. Because it would stop raining. And then it would just come down so fucking hard, you can only do like 5 miles an hour.
Yeah. He was stopping and starting. So he was just anticipating the next start.
Mm-hmm.
So, it was fucking crazy. So anyway, as we're driving, and I start talking again, because it stopped raining.
Yeah.
What the fuck sign did I see? I'll think of it in a second. It's,
Biscuit World.
Biscuit World. Biscuit World. God bless Biscuit World.
And all I could think of when he says Biscuit World is buttermilk biscuits.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. So, at first she thought I was fucking with her. Just like that university, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And here comes another sign. I'm like, look, Biscuit World. And she's like, and so,
Shit.
yeah. Oh, shit, this place is real. I even looked it up on my phone. They have 2 locations, by the way, people. But, of course, they were closed. And she's like,
I have the song just stuck in my head, and it would not get out of my head.
yeah. So, we're driving, and And of course, I got jokes, right? And she goes, well, why the fuck are they closed so early on a Sunday if it's Biscuit World? I mean, people... And I'm like, shit, we pop them fresh. You know, when we're out, motherfucker. You done. It's 2 o'clock. No more biscuits. You know? So it's like the most ridiculous shit I can come up with to kill the time. And then some...
So I put the song on.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Good times at Biscuit World. And so we had some more car club members call us, and then Frosty got on the phone, and he stayed on the phone with us for quite a while.
Yes, he did.
Because he saw somebody, and he's like, yeah, I'm talking to some friends of mine. They went to Virginia Beach. I'm just trying to keep them awake, you know? And
we drove straight through, though, coming back. We made it back right as the sun was coming up.
No shit. We did. Because I dropped you off and come home, and the sun was already up, and you were like, please call me and let me know you got home.
Yeah, because I made sure I stayed awake until he got home.
Yeah. After we unloaded all these fucking amps into our house. But, was there anything else that was crazy from
the drive back?
Yeah.
Well, the only thing was that rest area that said it had a lookout.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I convinced her to walk up this fucking hill, right? And we get
like in the middle of the woods, like a trail.
Yeah, and we're all the way up in this woods, and she's like, this is the fucking lookout. It looks over the building. And so I go down this, like, trail, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
I did not go down it because I didn't think I'd make it back up it.
But I handed her a West Virginia book.
Yeah, and I'm like, what the hell am I supposed to do with this? And then I keep hearing like leaves like rustling around. I'm like, what the fuck? What kind of animals are out here? I mean, I'm like, I'm standing in the middle of the freaking woods on this trail in the middle of West Virginia. I'm like, this is dumb. But the lookout was not that great, was it?
No. It sucked. But in the fall time, it was probably nice, okay?
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, there wasn't too much crazy shit on the way back.
Right. No, it's...
I mean, after we get out of the mountains, it was just straight driving. Because, I mean, we were on the phone with Frosty for quite a while. And, you know, thank you, Frosty. I know you're listening to keep us awake, you know. And then we got back. And then this is going to have to be another... And we're going to have you back, Stephanie, because there's a whole nother fucking epic adventure that happened in... literally, what...
it's been nonstop.
Well, after we got back... we were... Well, I'll put it this way. We got back on Sunday. And on Monday night, we went up by Chicago to go pick up a custom mini truck. Which... the DJs are walking in. I mean, we're running out of time here, but like, that's a whole fucking epic adventure in its own self.
Oh, no kidding. And everything that's happened since then.
Yeah.
Even.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much. See, we were on vacation for a week, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But all kinds of crazy shit happened, people. So, like, I mean...
it wasn't really a vacation.
No, it was... pretty epic. All the way down to this dumb motherfucker I got this truck from.
Mm-hmm.
Left a crowbar on the fucking control arm, and we done drove this motherfucker 300 miles, and we couldn't figure out what this clacking noise was until we took the wheel off. That was over-tightened, by the way.
Yes.
And could have fucking killed us. Yeah, like I said, I mean, it's been an epic fucking last
Adventure.
adventure. Like, I mean, we talked about it Monday because Stephanie come on the show because Kimmy was in the hospital, and
Yeah.
and we talked about Orangey and stuff. And by the way, the people who painted Orangey, the shop, I talked to them yesterday on the phone,
Yes.
and boy, does this truck got a hell of a story. Very interesting story. Let's put it this way. We were misled what the guy told us.
Yes.
So,
But it's all good.
hey, we met the people who originally had it. We're real happy with it.
Uh-huh.
They offered to buy it back, and we told them we weren't interested. So, we may take it back to Ohio to have some touch-ups done from the guy who painted it. Idaho. Keep thinking about my homegirl, Heidi, in Iowa. What she thinks this thing is the tits, man. So, yeah.
Nice truck.
It's a very beautiful truck, and I am very proud to own it.
I'm ready to start working on the inside of it.
So am I, as soon as I get the shit out of your garage.
Yep.
Everybody's like, I see you got new subs. I'm like, yeah, when's Steph starting to build the box? When I get the shit of my mom's out of her garage. We got a big load out of there.
Yeah. Yeah, quite a few things out today.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, not too bad. Not too bad, not too bad, not too bad. Well, Steph, you got anything else you want to say?
Not on the Virginia trip. Not about the Virginia trip.
Yeah, we'll have to do another time that we talk about old Orangey or how Izzy got fucked at the car show, which I think we covered that already this week.
Yeah, I think we talked about it Monday a little bit.
Got beat by some gray-haired people in a Dodge. Stock Dodge, by the way.
Stock, yeah. Freshly off the used car lot.
Yeah, no shit, right? Yeah.
All right.
Do what?
So that's about right.
Yep.
When we were leaving the show, she was riding with me. And I just remember seeing the gray hair, and I'm like, I bet they're going back to the nursing home. But her
They also lived close by, and, you know.
Oh, yeah. They lived in Waterloo. Yeah, Kimmy, Steph's daughter, said something. So she's like, so that means I can go to a dealership and buy a completely stock truck, take it to a car show, and beat a fully custom painted truck. Basically.
Yeah.
Most of the time nowadays, yes.
Yeah, that's what she said. She said, that's not right.
No, it's not.
Nope. When they split the class, they should have split it between stock and custom.
Yep.
But they didn't. They split it between years.
Dumb.
Yeah, very dumb.
They should have full size and mini.
Yeah. At least stock and custom.
Mm-hmm.
At least.
Yeah, I mean, it was such a fucked up deal. I mean, look, it happens. And listeners, I know it's happened to you too, where you get beat by some stock ass thing and you're like, what the fuck? Like that's the reason why I don't even want my shit judged half the time, you know? I mean, the funny thing is, I tried to give the trophy to fucking Stephanie, and she's like, I don't want it. I was like, you know, I was being nice as the president of the club, giving it to the person who helped me get the thing ready, and she's like, I don't even want that trophy. Like, fucking, like, you get a first, you bring it to me, you know, don't give me third.
No, wasn't like that. That's not what I meant.
Then
I was
what's
like,
really
no, it's
fucked up
yours.
is another club member's got that big monster F650. He didn't win anything. I'm just like,
Yeah.
how the fuck's
He's
that
all
possible?
modified, yeah.
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 Because I even said, what did I say, Steph? Little Orangey's like David versus Goliath. There's no way in hell I can beat that big truck.
Right.
I mean, that thing's been in movies. Arnold Schwarzenegger did some shit with it. Like, Orangey is not finished it. We got to finish the interior, the sub box. But it's like David versus Goliath. He didn't even get anything.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, that was kind of a shocker.
Weird. Well, guys, on that note, it's about time to get out of here. The DJs are here. It's Hump Day Wednesday, so hump a fucking co-worker's leg and say, fuck you. I own you. So, on that note, we're getting out of here. So, fuck off and see ya.
See ya.
Bye.